everyone. I am Kelly Lavin, the publisher of Sarasota Magazine, and on behalf of Susan Burns, the magazine's editor-in-chief, and the entire Sarasota Magazine team, welcome to the 2021 Unity Awards. Over the past 11 years, the awards have honored people, companies, and projects that advance equality, diversity, and inclusion, and recognize the value that every person contributes, regardless of race, cultural background, gender, sexual orientation, and physical ability. No group better illustrates the dedication to diversity and inclusion than the sponsors of the Unity Awards today. We thank them for their support. They are presenting sponsor, our longtime Unity partner, Community Foundation of Sarasota County. Thank you for this incredible collaboration. Community sponsors, FCCI, Florida Blue, FPL, New College and New College Foundation, Ringling College, State College of Florida, and University of South Florida. Our media partner today is Solmart Media. And now, Pastor Calvin Lumpkin, Senior Pastor of the Light of the World International Church, will open our program.
Thank you, Pastor Lumpkin. I'm Susan Burns. I'm the editor of Sarasota Magazine. As Kelly said, when we began the Unity Awards 11 years ago, we wanted to recognize the people and organizations that were advancing equality and diversity, and publicly as a magazine, we wanted to support those values. So ever since the Unity Award has been one of the most meaningful stories we've done, because it introduces our readers to people in their community who are doing good things and making a difference. So fast forward 11 years, and I think that our Unity Awards are even more relevant today. Pastor Lumpkin referred to it too, that we've been living with more division in the last couple of years. But the people that we're honoring today are building bridges, and they tell stories of hope. They're bringing people together, all people. And that's the whole point of these awards, to honor the people who are role models for what it means to create a community when everyone feels valued and belongs. And it seems so obvious in a way to look around and see people who are ignored or suffering or trapped by life circumstances and then decide to help no matter what color, social class, sexual orientation, ability. But these are the people, our Unity Award winners are the people who act on those needs, and they invest their energy and resources to improve the lives of others, almost all of whom are complete strangers to our winners. And their combined impact has been enormous, and it has changed thousands of lives. So I'd like to thank all of our winners for their work, which was never done for any recognition. In fact, I think it's uncomfortable for some of them to be singled out for mentioning something that comes so naturally and feels so true to who they are. I also want to give a big shout out to our judges as well. They are past Unity Award winners Vicki Oldham, Hector Tejeda, and Brock Leach, and who spent hours going through the nominations and meeting to select the winners. And finally, I would like to select everyone who's watching today to honor our winners, as well as a big thank you to all the generous sponsors that Kelly mentioned. You've all come together to support these awards and the work that's being done. You're here because you care, and you care deeply about the well-being of our community. So thank you very much. And now Kelly will introduce our first winner.
After a long international career working with schools, development agencies, and nonprofits, E. Scott Osborne has seen firsthand the importance of women's work, often undervalued and unpaid in the world. She is now the president of the board of the Gulf Coast chapter of UN Women USA and is a passionate supporter of women's rights, gender equality, and social justice. She is also the chair of the local Through Women's Eyes Film Festival, an annual event that is being held very soon in March 5th through the 8th, which screens films by women directors from around the world. So please welcome E. Scott Osborne.
Greetings, I'm Scott Osborne, and I'm delighted to be a 2021 Unity Award recipient, and in such good company. Let me tell you a little bit about how I came to be doing social justice work. I was never particularly interested in the business world. I've been in the nonprofit sector all my life. When I was young, my first job was in a nursing home, and then I worked with teenagers in need. But at 21, I went to West Africa with the Peace Corps, and that really changed my perspective on the world. I internalized a couple of things that have stuck with me ever since. First, I realized that our behaviors and cultural norms and ways of operating are made up from culture to culture. None of them are immutable or preordained. Second, I realized what incredible privilege I had. I was born into a middle-class, white, English-speaking family of educated parents. And the global privilege that brings with it is mind-boggling. That has to be recognized and used for good. And third, I really had a chance to think about the different paths of men and women and how these diverged, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. But fast forward, now I've lived in 7 countries on 4 continents, and over the years I've worked in many more. All of these years, I've tried to put these international perspectives to use for social change in a variety of positions. These days, I focus especially on gender equality work. Gender equality is not a women's issue. It's a human issue. These fixed boxes we put people into, the pink people box for women and the blue people box for men, that don't make sense. And it's incredibly harmful. Those boxes are harmful for men, for women, for non-binary people. They're not necessary. Humans don't work that way, and we don't need to. Just as a race-based caste system is harmful, a gender-based caste system is harmful as well. The fact that women and girls don't have the same control over their bodies as men do, even today, and the fact that women and girls do nearly all of the unpaid and unvalued work throughout the world, and that they hold a mere fraction of the political and economic power, that doesn't make sense. Among other things, right now, I'm president of the Gulf Coast chapter of UN Women USA and chair of our film festival, now in its 22nd year. We bring films from all over the world to our audiences. Our audiences now are all over the world as well because we're virtual. I work with Dining for Women, a national organization that gives gender equality grants to women in low-resource countries. And I never say no to an opportunity to inform people about the rest of the world, and especially about the need for gender equality. I'm not naive about what it takes to bring about social change. It's slow, it's very hands-on, but it does work. Change does happen. So every day, I do my small part to move the needle on social justice. Thank you so much for recognizing me, and thank you to all of my colleagues for the important work that you do.
Thank you, Scott. Every year, the film festival just gets better and better and better. So if you haven't seen their upcoming schedule, please go to their website. Every movie deserves to be seen. And now I'd like to welcome sponsor Ray Dowling of FPL to say a few words. Ray?
Hello, everyone. I'm Ray Dowling. I'm excited to be here representing Florida Power and Light Company to honor those outstanding individuals who inspire others to bring about positive change for our communities. We applaud you for all you have done to move Florida forward by working hard to bring awareness and bridge the gaps between diverse groups. At FPL, we too are committed to moving Florida forward. Our team works hard day in and day out to deliver America's best energy value to our customers. Electricity that's not just among the cleanest and the most reliable in the country, but also affordable. Part of what makes our team so special at FPL is the collective mindset of our workforce to embrace fresh ideas while staying true to our corporate values. We're committed to excellence, we do the right thing, and we treat people with respect. Diverse and personal background, thought, style, technical and functional capabilities, and leadership, each person on our team offers a unique perspective and skill set. We have found that the more inclusive and diverse our workforce is, the better the ideas they bring forward to serve our customers. Diversity in our communities is part of what makes Florida a great place to live, work, and raise a family. We're glad to be able to work with community partners like you to continue to bridge gaps to move our beautiful state forward so it can remain a great place for the future. Thank you and congratulations on your work.
Thank you, Ray, and thank you for being a sponsor. Trevor Harvey is president of the Sarasota chapter of the NAACP. It's a really challenging role in these difficult times of division and racial inequity. He is motivated, and I've interviewed him, so I can vouch for this. He is motivated by justice and love for people, community, and his deep faith. He is an academic counselor at State College of Florida and also holds executive positions on multiple boards. But he is the go-to advocate for his community of Newtown and believes that dialogue and progress are always possible, whether it's to forge a better relationship with law enforcement or taking action on healthcare inequities in Brown and Black communities. I know he's been really busy just this past weekend with spending endless hours at a vaccine clinic. So here, let's listen to what Trevor has to say.
I would like to thank the individuals who submitted my name and the Unity Awards nominating committee for selecting me. It is truly an honor and a privilege to receive this prestigious award. My goal is to be an advocate that works towards breaking down barriers and closing the disparity gaps that exist between Black and Brown communities, especially in our current racial and social justice climate we are in today, to include the disproportionate that the global pandemic of the coronavirus has caused on Black and Brown communities. We must close these gaps as quickly and efficiently as we can. Dr. King said, "We have before us the glorious opportunity to inject the new dimension of love into the veins of our civilization. My work is unto the Lord and the community that I serve." Again, thank you for this award, and Godspeed.
Thank you very much, Trevor. And now here's a message from our sponsor, State College of Florida.
SCF's vision is to be the community's first choice for higher education, economic development, philanthropic investment, and cultural fulfillment.
Nuestra institución es una comunidad que celebra la diversidad cultural y fomentamos siempre un sentido de pertenencia. Y además de eso, nosotros somos bien intencional con elevar a nuestra facultad, nuestra personal administrativa y a nuestros estudiantes sobre una plataforma de excelencia, celebración y éxito.
Our priorities and goals reflect SCF's mission and its values of integrity, collaboration, innovation, and inclusivity.
I feel at home at SCF.
The staff and faculty, they always here to help me.
Everybody's really nice and friendly.
Everybody and every department has the students' interest as their main concern.
When we think about inclusivity at the State College of Florida, this is an initiative that it's important to us to boldly lead in this regard. We want to be what we want to see in our broader community.
SCF is a resource for every member of the community.
Thank you, SCF. What a terrific video. Next honoree, the Sarasota Manatee Black Business Group. Last summer, Jim Miner Jr., Michael Kinsey, and Dwight Josie launched the Facebook group Support Sarasota Manatee Black-Owned Businesses. In a few short months, there were more than 11,000 members. Today, businesses in this group include Black-owned bakeries, coffee roasters, clothiers, hairstylists, auto detailers, and more. This new Facebook group is now a community of businesses and consumers, and dollars are being reinvested into a part of the local business community that historically has been underrepresented.
I'd like to express my gratitude to Sarasota Magazine for this most kind honor. Solidarity and unity are aspirations that demand action, and without concrete acts of legitimate support, unity is an illusion. Acts of solidarity and unity always demand the question, what can I do? And faced with this awesome reality, it is up to us to fully engage in the creation of a new and beautiful utopia, where words of support for cultures, colors, and creeds turn into habitual action on their behalf. I'm grateful for all the wonderful business owners and their extraordinary community of supporters who have joined the Support Sarasota Manatee Black-Owned Business page. In a time of such divisiveness, the 12,000 members of this page have stayed dedicated to its mission. They've supported businesses financially. They've used their real life and social media presence to drive businesses to these various shops, restaurants, and service providers. I'm grateful to each and every one of them and thankful for this opportunity to serve my community.
On behalf of Sarasota Manatee Black-Owned Business Facebook page, I would like to say thank you to Sarasota Magazine for recognizing us as one of the recipients of this year's award. The recognition has really boosted our page and business is booming. Again, I would like to say thank you for the recognition.
Hi, this is Michael Kinsey. On behalf of the Support Sarasota Manatee Black-Owned Business page, Facebook group, I'd like to say thank you. I'm very honored by this award. We'd like to say a special thanks to all of the admins, the administrators and moderators of the page. Without them, this couldn't be done. Dee Clegg, Michaela Barty, Nikita Abawan, who else? Todd Chandler. Thank you guys so much for what you do. I love you. Thank you so much. We're very grateful. Without their hard work to keep the page a wonderful, safe place to be, this couldn't be done without them. Thank you. To Jim Miner, who came to me and we discussed this silly idea. Well, it's not a silly idea, but this idea to really help the Black-owned businesses in our community thrive a little bit more. We discussed this with just the idea of maybe, 400, 500, maybe 1,000 people, and within less than 24 hours, we had 4,000 people. What a miracle. And we have really Sarasota Magazine to thank for that. The article that came out took it from 4,000 to, it was unbelievable. So thank you. I think my niece, Jessica Ward, wrote that article. And just thank you, everybody. So as we move forward, we just hope to see the page grow. We hope to be assets to this community. We hope to continue to support Black business here and throughout the 941. So thank you. What a great honor to receive this award from Sarasota Magazine. Thank you.
Thank you to all of you. Whenever I hear that, and I know Susan will agree with me, it reconfirms why Sarasota Magazine is the type of magazine it is. We are about the community, and we want to make sure that what we write about will not only entertain, but will add to your life, inform you, and also address the hard issues. So again, Sarasota Manatee Black Business Group, thank you for those wonderful thank yous to the magazine. And now let's hear from sponsor USF's Dr. Karen Holbrook and Corey Posey.
Good afternoon. My name is Karen Holbrook, and I am the Regional Chancellor at the University of South Florida Sarasota Manatee campus. USF is deeply committed to anti-racism and has developed a website by this title, created a Council for Racial Justice, a Black Employee Steering Committee, and the Institute on Black Life, which sponsors an Enlightenment Workshop series. Our campus is pleased to once again sponsor this year's Unity Awards, and we thank Sarasota Magazine for their commitment to promoting diversity, inclusion, and social justice in our community. Congratulations to this year's Unity Award winners for your contributions to our region. Now it is my pleasure to introduce you to Corey Posey, the USF Sarasota Manatee Campus Diversity Officer, who will speak more about other ways we're working to strengthen our university and community through diversity, inclusion, and equity initiatives.
USF has committed over $500,000 in research dollars to tackle racism and anti-Black racism right here in our community. Locally, we've partnered with the Gamma Xi Boule to host a speaker series where we go into area high schools and work with young students on the importance of a college education and finding a career path. We also host the Journey to Success student intern right here at our campus, where students will get real-time work experience before they go into the workforce. We're very excited about our partnership in the Cross College Alliance Diversity Collaborative, where we work with other area institutions to talk through how we can increase diversity, equity, and inclusion at our campuses. If you would like more information about the exciting work we're doing at USF, feel free to reach out to me directly.
Thank you very much, USF, for all your work and starting these conversations. They're so meaningful. Our next honoree is Dr. Sarah Hernandez. You know, for some people, social justice and community welfare are woven throughout their lives. And for Dr. Hernandez, that is so true for her. Her day job is teaching sociology, but after hours, she steps off campus and passionately works to better the lives of people in our community. She mentors low-income, first-generation Latino students through the Unidos Now Future Leaders Academy, preparing them for college. She also works with a recently formed Sarasota Anti-Racism Working Group. Through the local Quaker congregation, she is helping to address the needs of homeless people and supporting environmental causes. And at New College, she is a co-director of the college's initiative on diversity and equity. And she does it all with a smile. Here's Sarah to tell us what inspires her.
Who would have imagined that the free-spirited daughter of a Mexican Guadalupan Quaker sociologist and of a white Jewish Quaker artist would be selected for the Unity Award in Sarasota, Florida? I would not have imagined this, but maybe it does make sense, since they, among many other people, taught me to value social responsibility and mutual care. In a world where many aspects of our society direct our attention to wealth and fame, the effort to remind us of the importance of cariño, cuidado, consideración, of love, of care, and regard for the well-being of others, it is very necessary. I am humbled by this recognition and wish to share it with all the people with whom I have collaborated and all those who also continue to enhance our community's well-being in a very wide variety of ways. For this award is a recognition of all of your work as well. I offer my deepest appreciation to the leadership in Sarasota Magazine and the partners who made it possible to publicly, loudly acknowledge unity as a value. Thank you.
New College was founded by citizens of Sarasota and Manatee counties who believed that a great community needed a great college. We grew up with the community and are an inseparable part of it. Because it is right, because New College is a state institution, and because excellence requires it, we aim to represent Florida's diversity along all dimensions. From a purely self-serving point of view, no state can afford to neglect educating every segment of its population. Countless studies show that students learn better in a diverse environment and that they achieve at higher rates when they find role models. If no one teaching you looks like you, it is easy to decide, perhaps unconsciously, that you don't belong. Today's students will need to function in an ever more diverse world. That means openness to, learning from, and empathizing with others who look different and who have very different life experiences. This community expands the opportunities for New College students to find mentors and role models. Professor Sarah Hernandez and Queen Mecca Zabriskie, who are being honored today, encourage students and faculty and staff to engage with the community and the community to engage with the university. That's good for New College, but I also think it is good for the community. As one of us goes, so goes the other. Our destinies are intertwined.
Thank you, Donald. We will truly miss you as you near your resignation. However, we hope that we will see you more now that you have more time. So the next honoree, is there a man that is more well-known than Philip Taville in Sarasota and Manatee? He's been at Children First, a nonprofit that serves hundreds of vulnerable children, birth to 5 years old, in 15 locations in our community for over 24 years. During his tenure as president and CEO, he has been recognized as a national leader, and the agency is now ranked in the top 1% of more than 1,800 programs nationwide. A big believer in building bridges, he has formed partnerships with the Sarasota Housing Authority, Catholic Charities, and the Sarasota County School Board, all aimed at meeting the needs of children. So Phil, tell us more.
Hi, I'm Philip Taville from Children First, and I'm thrilled, just really so proud to be receiving this award from Sarasota Magazine, the Unity Award. So proud to be amongst the company of the other award recipients, in particular, my very good friend, a former board member, and fellow recipient, Trevor Harvey. And with that, we're so pleased to receive this award because it's a recognition of the work that we do with our children and families every single day. We're so proud to receive this award because it's a reflection of really our laser-like focus on mission. Everything we do is through a mission lens or a mission filter. And we know it only happens because of that focus on mission and the fact that we are able to bring people together to create unity. It's our partnerships with other organizations in the community that work with our incredibly vulnerable population of young children and families living in poverty. It comes together because of the donors that support our mission in just an incredible way. It comes together because of the unity of our staff, our board of directors, our parent policy council. You know, we're able to do some really amazing things daily. We're able to do some things that are reflected in the fact that we've been as successful as we've been for the past 60 years. We're happy to be celebrating our 60th anniversary this year, reflecting back on 60 years of accomplishments, but also thinking about what's coming and how do we prepare for that. And we know that we can do that much better when we're unified, when there's unity. I also am happy to be celebrating my 25th anniversary this year at Children First, and for having the opportunity to work with really an incredible group of people in doing the work that we do. I am thrilled to, on behalf of our Children First family, accept this award. Sarasota Magazine, thank you, thank you, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Phil. And now a message from Nick Corris of Florida Blue.
Good afternoon. I'm Nick Corris, market leader for Florida Blue in Southwest Florida. On behalf of our entire team at Florida Blue, congratulations to this year's Unity Award recipients. Florida Blue is honored to sponsor this 11-year tradition, and we commend Sarasota Magazine for not giving up on these awards. Thank you for finding a way to honor this year's recipients in the face of so many obstacles created by the COVID-19 pandemic. The men and women we're honoring today have overcome great obstacles of their own to improve lives in our community. They are certainly deserving of all the effort that's gone into making this virtual awards ceremony possible. Florida Blue has served Floridians for more than 75 years. We are driven by our mission of helping people and communities achieve better health. And that mission can only be achieved when everyone has fair and equal opportunities to be healthy. We believe that health equity can only happen when we achieve diversity, unity, and inclusion across our communities. Our company's Equity Alliance is addressing systemic racism and health inequities across the state. Our cultural competency training teaches healthcare professionals how to better understand patients of diverse values, beliefs, and languages. And we're working with technology companies, grassroots organizations, and innovators to create new ways to provide access and affordable quality healthcare in underserved communities. I'm the proud son of Greek immigrants. Growing up, the traditions and things we did at home were different from what other kids in my class described. When you're a little kid, you just want to fit in, and being different can make that harder. But over the years, I've learned that our differences are what make each of us special. Diversity, unity, and inclusion are the building blocks of any great community. Today's honorees are leading by example, and Sarasota is better because of it. Thank you for having me, and enjoy the rest of the awards.
I don't know about you out there in the virtual land, but hearing from these sponsors is so heartening and joyful, because to have companies that embrace diversity, that is just pillars of our community that will lend a hand and reach out. So to all of our sponsors, again, thank you from the bottom of our heart. Our next honoree is Queen Zabriskie, an associate professor of sociology and performance studies at New College of Florida. Her personal history, being raised by a single mom who worked multiple jobs and experiencing the absence of Black reality in conversations, made her intent on communicating Black history and doing outreach to the larger community. She leads Black History Month events at New College, brings in local high school students, and has enhanced the college's Black History program by including Black literature readings, discussion forums, film screenings, and talks from Black artists, scientists, writers, and entrepreneurs. She also works with Sarasota's Peace Education and Action Center and Sarasota's Multicultural Health Institute. So Queen, tell us more.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Queen Mecca-Asia Zabriskie, and I want to thank Sarasota Magazine and the selection committee for awarding me a 2021 Unity Award. It is truly an honor to receive this award and recognition. Since moving to the area, I've met a number of wonderful individuals in this community who have welcomed me and worked with me on many of the projects that I'm being recognized for, and I'm grateful for these individuals. Sarasota and Manatee counties have a wonderful legacy of individuals and groups advocating for justice and equity, and it is an honor to contribute to this legacy and to be recognized for my contributions. I would like to first thank God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the blessings and the grace I've received. I would like to thank my mother, Beverly Zabriskie, for all of her sacrifices and all that she's poured into me. I would like to thank my family, especially my siblings and my son. I would like to thank my community at New College, including my students and colleagues. And I would like to thank my community in Sarasota and Manatee for the collaboration, grace, and inspiration I receive from you. So many people have helped me to grow and develop throughout my life, and it really is a privilege and a responsibility to use my resources to positively contribute to my community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Queen. And now joining us to say a few words is our sponsor, FCCI.
We embrace a community that is diverse in culture, abilities, expertise, orientation, and experience. FCCI's passionate commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion is integral to our promise to serve others and strengthens our culture as we build relationships. At FCCI, we empower others to reach their full potential as we recognize that people are our greatest strength. This includes promoting an awareness that celebrates who people are in every interaction. This is FCCI.
FCCI is guided
by core values of
loyalty, integrity, vision,
excellence, and service.
These include our commitment to diversity, equity,
and inclusion.
They are the principles
and behaviors
that guide how we support
and trust
one another,
build our teams,
cultivate leaders,
and create a company.
As a community
with a purpose,
we show care
and respect for each other,
our fellow teammates,
customers,
and all people in our lives.
I am proud to be adopted.
I am a free spirit.
I'm an architecture, leader, and a first-generation immigrant.
I am open-minded.
I am grateful.
I am a survivor.
I am conscientious.
I am a servant leader.
I am driven.
I am a vegan.
I am ambitious.
I am married to a man.
I am a reader.
I am an optimist.
I am compassionate.
I am hopeful.
I am a dad.
I am a husband and father.
I am loyal.
I am a listener.
I am a U.S. Air Force veteran.
I am a rainbow of many colors.
I am hard of hearing and I wear hearing aids full time.
I am a third-generation Bermudian.
I am adventurous.
I am FCCI.
Gosh, I am so moved. Thank you, FCCI. Thank you. When Joe and Mary Kay Henson learned that a majority of Sarasota County elementary school-age children lived in poverty, they decided to do something about it. The Eagle Academy they founded in 2013 and funded provides free 2-generation summertime learning opportunities at Alta Vista Elementary School and is now expanded to 11 Sarasota County Title I elementary schools. When the pandemic hit, the couple began to support hard-hit Hispanic families and also donated $500,000 to All Faiths Food Banks. Please welcome the Hensons.
We very much appreciate this award, and we are honored to be included in this group of passionate and dedicated leaders. We feel so lucky to have collaborated over our 10 years of living here in Sarasota with such hardworking and committed people who are dedicated to improving the lives of children living in poverty so that all of us can enjoy the bounties of Sarasota.
Thank you. If you're wondering what happened to Susan, I did not knock her off or something. She's having internet programs, so with just the great power of the internet, I will be taking over until she gets internet service. Thank you again, Hensons. And here are a few words from our sponsor, Ringling College, and Yoleli Rosario Hernandez, Associate Dean of Students for Diversity and Inclusion and Director of the Center for Diversity and Inclusion. Yolede?
Greetings from Ringling College of Art and Design. My name is Yoledi Rosario Hernandez. I utilize Zers pronouns and have recently joined the Ringling family as the inaugural Associate Dean of Students and Director of the Center for Diversity and Inclusion. On behalf of Ringling College, we are so proud to be one of the Unity Award sponsors and want to congratulate all of the award recipients. We wish you continued blessings on your journeys in making Sarasota a welcoming home for us all, where diversity, equity, and inclusion thrives across differences. Today, we at Ringling College are humbled to join a community of fierce warriors, artists, activists, and neighbors that continue to battle against the profound roots and real impacts of systemic racism, discrimination, and oppression, which continues to harm our community, causing disproportionate impacts on people across the lines of race, gender, socioeconomics, and other social identities. As a stand against these injustices and a deep commitment to racial justice, Ringling College is committed to transformational change in order to positively impact these complex issues in our communities. This work is inclusive of the opening of our Center for Diversity and Inclusion, creating programs such as community healing, race and gender dialogue series, community engagement projects, documentaries that tell our community narratives, centralizing queer and BIPOC artists in our galleries, participating in diversity collectives, which have allowed us the opportunity to work in collaboration with colleagues from other colleges, universities, and community partners. While we have only scratched the surface, we are determined to embrace an equity-centered approach to meet the needs of our constituents. This is our commitment because it is going to take all of us. One community, one Sarasota. Thank you for allowing us to partner in this together as we take a moment to celebrate with joy and continue the great work tomorrow.
And thank you, Ringling College. Originally from Indiana, and then after a long pioneering career as an orthopedic surgeon in Illinois, Dr. Randall C. Morgan Jr. is one of those people who moved to Sarasota, then looked around and said, what else can I do? He already had done plenty as the founder and CEO of the Cobb Institute, a national health disparities think tank, and as the current executive director of the J. Robert Gladden Orthopedic Society, which represents Black orthopedic surgeons. But in Sarasota, he began to help Booker High School students who are considering healthcare careers, became an active board member of the West Coast Black Theater Troupe, and began to engage local Black physicians through the Sarasota Manatee Gulf Coast Medical Society. After the pandemic, Dr. Morgan was tapped to work with pharmaceutical companies for equitable distribution of COVID-19 vaccines to communities of color. And with the rest of his spare time, he sings the blues with an R&B band he founded called the Soul Sensation, which performs at local fundraisers. Dr. Morgan?
Good afternoon, everyone. To Susan Burns and to the selection committee for this prestigious award, I say thank you for lifting up some of the highlights of my life to share with others. The term unity implies that there is a community, large or small, that has decided it is important to do things together. Unity also means that there is an intentionality in one's actions that recognizes the importance of sharing ideas, a meal, a concert, a book, or even a debate with others that may not share your heritage, your age, or even your family values. When unity is celebrated in a community, it usually means that the community is comfortable with differences and is welcome to all. I am very fortunate to have created a second life with my wife, Karen, in Sarasota and Bradenton, Florida. I spent over 30 years in the practice of orthopedic surgery in my home in Gary, Indiana. Rather than retire, we chose to relocate full-time to Sarasota and leave our family in Evanston, Illinois, and Atlanta, Georgia. We never expected to meet so many incredible people and to find opportunities to serve and volunteer in the community to such an extent that people actually recognize you and express appreciation for the things that you do. After growing up in a residentially segregated community, happily enjoying an all-Black high school experience that was nurturing and full of mentors, I found myself in the middle of rural Iowa at Grinnell College as the only Black student in my class. I discovered a different type of unity in my dormitory, in college sports, and as a chemistry major who had aspirations of being a doctor. That college experience, I'm sure, has led to my interest and involvement in the challenges of living in Florida, in a very different climate with different customs and values, but with more than enough opportunities to bring my greater community together, just as I did in Indiana. As a result of the experiences that I've had in my professional life, a life of healing, partnering, sharing, and embracing our differences and incorporating our similarities, my transition to this new life has been a joy. Sarasota is a wonderful place that incorporates much of my past, but always provides an exciting future. The need for health equity and visible diversity remains a goal to be achieved in this place where we live. Until this is paradise for everyone, we have work to do. This award indicates that we are truly a part of this community. Thank you for the honor you have given me today. I will always try to do more to build bridges and champion unity. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Morgan. And now I'd like to introduce a really wonderful friend, not only personally, but within the community at large, Roxy Jurdy, President of the Community Foundation of Sarasota County. Roxy? Whoa.
I think one has to be unmuted, don't they, to make this work? So forgive me for that. But I just want to say thank you, Kelly. We both started our current careers about the same time in Sarasota, and Kelly's been such a good friend and supporter. And I congratulate you on this amazing day and how you've turned this virtual conversation into something so meaningful and so inspiring. I hope all of you who are listening have been inspired and in awe, as I have, of what we have seen in these marvelous award winners. Tenacity, hard work, and passion for enduring change. And they are so exemplary. So thank you for bringing their stories and what they're doing and who they are to all of us today. Their stories are so authentic, they are unique, and they're all true to themselves. They do show us a shared humanity that truly can shine even brighter as our society has shifted. It feels like one crisis to the next, but it's been exacerbated so much by the global pandemic, but also roots of time-worn injustices stretching back generations. But these winners demonstrate and they show us in the face of crisis, we are far from powerless. One act of kindness, one life touched by another, each of us truly can be a catalyst to bring others together and build the community where every one of us belong and feel welcome and we're thriving. So I add my heartfelt congratulations to all the award winners for your achievements. And I thank you for empowering lives for your commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion across our community and beyond. These conversations are such a privilege that we've been part of today, and it's a moment that demands them. We need to ask ourselves, how can we reach a bolder horizon when we get to our afterwards of where we are right now and shape destinies that are based on our similarities rather than differences and current inequities into lasting solutions? Begins with creating these spaces that give us opportunities to interact, to learn, to build relationships with those from different walks of life. So I thank you, Sarasota Magazine, 11 years of doing this and bringing these spaces for us to understand who's here, who's committed, and to get to know each other in ways that, but for you bringing us together, would not have happened. So I truly thank you for bringing these extraordinary individuals that build bridges that connect and don't divide and inspire hope rather than fear. These actions are so commendable and they're life-changing. In recognition of each of the honorees, I would like to announce the Community Foundation will honor these eight award winners with an honorarium to enhance the missions of the programs and the nonprofits that they support. One way that we can just continue the work that they're doing and honor what they care so much about. So each of these award winners today, these fabulous people, they really show us what's remarkable in our community. By helping others succeed and find hope, we can all make a difference in another person's life. So I applaud what we have learned, we've been inspired, we've been in awe. I thank you, Sarasota Magazine, for continuing this tradition. And I thank each of the leaders for being a catalyst for inclusion in our community. May their example inspire each of us to be the one we can be to impact another person, a cause, our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Roxy. To read about each of these winners, all of you received a virtual program book, so you can actually see the stories and the tremendous photos of each of our winners. But to learn about the past years, 10 years now, of winners and many, what are they up to now? Please go to the Sarasota Magazine website and go to Unity Awards, and you'll actually see a number of past winners. I think we have almost 20 now, and what they are up to now and how they have continued their own work. Like Dr. Morgan said, unity implies there is a community. And for the magazine, that is, as I mentioned early on, that is our goal. Our goal is to create and report and include people in the community and inform them about the community. We would ask your help to this year in August, when we open nominations up again for the 12th annual Unity Awards. So again, it'll be out in August. You'll see it on our website and in all of our newsletters. But if you know organizations, individuals that deserve to be part of this incredible panel of winners, please nominate them. And finally, I'd like to again congratulate the honorees, thank our sponsors. Susan Burns, I think we probably should get Verizon or Comcast as a sponsor for you. But thank you for allowing me the chance to do this. And before I go, again, thank to all the sponsors, but I'd like to give a special thank you to Julia Heidi, who is moving on to a wonderful new position in the community. This is her last event. And Julia, we thank you for all of your can-do spirit, your smile, and your technical ability. So again, all of you who attended today, thank you. And please remember the words of our Unity honorees. Thanks for attending.